Do you want to get into Great One grinding here in the Hunter Call of the Wild in 2026? I'm here to tell you that in the current day, there are a lot of very easy Great One grinds that anybody can do. Now, I have detailed and extremely simple guides for all of these species on my channel right now. That's what I'm known for here on YouTube in the Call of the Wild community, is extreme simplicity, and my Great One guides are just my general Call of the Wild videos. So if you want to learn how to do any of the grinds mentioned in today's video, watch my videos. That is my #1 advice for you. Watch my videos, my friends. So without further ado, guys, if you do end up enjoying today's video, please help me out down below by hitting the like button, as it is very much appreciated and does get the video pushed to more people just like yourself, thus allowing me to help more people, which is exactly my goal with creating these videos. So without further ado, guys, as always, my name is Squid, you're watching Squidster Outdoors, and wasting no more of your time, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So coming in at number 5 here on our list today of the top 5 easiest Great One grinds here in the Hunter Call of the Wild is going to be the mule deer grind here in the beautiful map of Ski Ridge, Alberta, Canada. Now this grind is so easy and so much fun to do. There's barely any zones. There's literally like 20 lakes, making it extremely easy to set up for and also extremely easy to herd manage if that's the type of grinder that you are. The lakes here in Ski Ridge are extremely densely populated, and not to mention the trophies that you get from this grind are absolutely insane. I've actually managed to get a couple super rare mule deer, my favorite being my leucistic. It's so even. One of the coolest trophies I've ever gotten. And not to mention just the racks and the furs for the mule deer, some of the coolest out of all of the deer species in the entire game. When the Great One mule deer got released into the game here a few updates ago, they did get a remodel, so with the new furs, the new true racks, and obviously the new Great One furs, the mule deer grind is an absolute blast and extremely easy to do. I do have several mule deer guides for herd management and without herd management on my YouTube channel right now. It's very simple to do. I would suggest you guys go in to check out some of those videos. I'll try to leave a link in the video description below. So coming in at number 4 here on our list today, my friends, is going to be the fallow deer grind in theHunter. Now this grind is notorious for being easy. It's been one of the easiest grinds in the game for an extremely long time, and obviously it's not going anywhere, but with all these new grinds being added to the game, it is getting bumped back a little bit here on the top 5 list. This is another one of those grinds that's extremely easy to herd manage. There's barely any water sources that they can drink at. Quite literally, it's just in the bottom right hand corner. Pretty much everything that I'm circling right now is where you'll find them drinking. I do have hotspot maps that show you exactly when and where you can find them in all of my Great One guides. This grind has been one of my most successful Great One grinds ever. It's extremely herd managed for me. I can get 1 to 3 diamonds per rotation back on my PlayStation account. Here on PC, my HM isn't as extreme, but realistically, I don't want it to be. I don't like shooting a diamond every single rotation. It just gets old after a while. In grinds like my bear grind where I shoot a diamond every 1 to 300 kills, it's a lot more rewarding to find that 9 legendary than it is to find it a couple times per rotation, at least in my personal opinion. Now the only thing with the fallow deer that kind of drives me nuts is how inconsistent they are. Definitely kind of a pain to get them to spawn into their zones sometime, even an hour before the end of when they stop drinking. But there's literally only like 40 zones in this entire map, which yes, I think is a little bit more than the mule deer, but they're very similar. The thing with theHunter though is it's way more wide open than a Ski Ridge, so compared to the mule deer grind, you can probably find your fallow zones faster than you could with the mule deer. I don't know, they're very similar. Maybe somebody out there's actually timed it. That's crazy if you did. But yeah, the fallow deer are very easy to shoot, a lot of fun to shoot. I've shot over 30,000 fallow deer between PlayStation and PC, and I still don't get tired of it. No exaggeration either, over 30,000. I probably have over 10 fallow deer Great One guides on my YouTube channel, but with all of my videos, the most recent is going to be the one you want to watch, because the most recent videos always have most updated information and just my best quality video editing. And being 16, the more new the video, probably the better I explained it as well, because the older that I get, I feel like I'm getting better at explaining things, doing YouTube pretty much full time. Practice always makes perfect. But yeah, I would strongly suggest the fallow deer grind. It's one of the best grinds in the game for diamonds. I have like a ridiculous amount of fallow deer diamonds, some crazy number. But yeah, I would strongly suggest this grind. The mule deer grind and the fallow grind are both very similar to one another, in the sense of how easy they are at least. They're totally different animals. Okay guys, so coming in at number 3 here on our list today of the top 5 easiest Great One grinds here in the Hunter Call of the Wild is going to be the Pheasant Great One grind here in Salzwiesen Park. Now this is in fact actually the easiest grind in the game, but the reason that it's at number 3 is because, well, not everybody wants a bird Great One. I would suggest it to you. They're very, very beautiful. You can get a lot of diamonds out of this grind. The rares are amazing, but the Pheasant Great One grind, it just seems to have lost popularity over the last Great One grinds being released to the game. As one, the most recent one, is arguably more easy. I don't know, it really doesn't get much more easier than what you need to do the pheasant grind. I'm just gonna casually explain the entire grind to you here in about a 30-second span. Legitimately, all you need to do is pick a feed time. For me, I use the 4 to 8 feed time. Find 10 zones with roosters and hens in it, or males and females in it. Doesn't matter what level males, doesn't matter how many males. Can be 1, can be 4. Set up and start shooting. It's that simple. Bounce between your 10 zones, only shoot the males. And that's pretty much the pheasant grind in a nutshell. There's really no point in herd managing them. It's just a matter of if you want to put in the time for the trophy that you get out of it. I've gotten quite a bit of diamonds, tons and tons of rares. And actually, I've only gotten 2 great ones from this grind, but realistically, I've only shot about 2,300 pheasants. They are a lot of fun to shoot out of the air. That is when I'm warmed up. It's hard to get used to right at first. People get discouraged with this super fast because they're hard to hit, especially on controller from what I've heard, but you get used to it, and it gets really fun really quick. So yeah, I'd strongly suggest the pheasant grind to you if you guys are looking for an easy Great One grind to do. This one is in fact the easiest grind in the game. I don't think it'll ever get more easy than that, but there is one that comes extremely close, and that is what we're going to save for number 1 here on our list today. Alright guys, so coming in at number 2 here on our list today, of the top 5 easiest Great One grinds here in the Hunter Call of the Wild is going to be the Grey Wolf grind. Now this is one of the newest Great One grinds to be added to the Hunter Call of the Wild, and it's also one of the easiest. As you can see, I have 2 diamonds out here just chilling in front of me. I figured, you know what, I might as well just shoot one for the video. So quickly, we're just going to go ahead and grab one of these guys. And this grind is so easy, just because there's so many different ways that you can do it. Now, the way that I've been doing it, at least as of up to a few weeks ago when I started to herd manage my Grey Wolves, is I simply just found 11 drink zones. They feed from 0 until 3. I always set the time to 2 AM, set up and started shooting. I made sure there were males and females inside of those zones. Obviously, you don't want to set up on solo zones. And with that, I've spawned, I think, 3 or 4 Great One Wolves, several diamonds, a super rare acromelanistic. In this grind, with only 11 zones, I didn't even find all my zones, which is uncommon for a grind that you're using drink zones on. I haven't had pretty much no issues with respawns. I've had consistent diamonds, like 1 in 50 I think it is, even with no HM. The wolves are super fun. The only thing that I don't like about them is they're kind of difficult to shoot, especially at night. If you want, you can definitely herd manage them. This grind is really easy to herd manage because there's not many places that they can drink at. The grind is best done here in Yukon Valley, and the trophies that you get out of this grind are absolutely amazing. The Grey Wolf Great One furs are so beautiful, and I'm so glad we finally have a Great One Grey Wolf to grind for in the game. As you can see, we have a beautiful diamond here. We're going to go ahead and tax that guy all up, grab a screenshot of that. And in the sense of how easy the grind is, the reason that I'm putting it at number 2 is just because of the amount of times that I've seen super short grinds for the Grey Wolves. Now, my good friend Lady Legend, I'm sure you guys all know who she is currently like a ridiculous number into her Grey Wolf grind, and I have some other friends that are 2,000-3,000 kills into their grinds, but I've had a friend that said they've shot a few wolves over in Medved that were attacking them, and one of them respawned as a twin soul Great One Wolf. Blew my mind. But realistically, it kind of didn't, because my shortest Great One Grey Wolf grind was 2 kills. 2 kills. My first one was only 300 and something, and right now I'm currently 2,000 and some kills into a grind. But I mean, that's to be expected. I had 2 very short grinds right at first. Can't hit this wolf worth a crap. I guess he's indestructible. So yeah, I don't know what it is with these wolves, but it seems like their grinds tend to be relatively short, but obviously it's completely random. Just in general, the grind is easy to do. I'm not going to tell you that it's the easiest grind because their grinds are short. That's false information. No grind is shorter or longer than another. It's all completely random. It could be 2 kills. It could be 20,000 kills. It's like playing the lottery. They spawn off of a system called RNG, or random number generation. It's just a matter of how many kills it's going to take, and that number is completely random. Alrighty folks, so coming in at number 1 here on our list today on the updated top 5 easiest grinds here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, going into 2026 is going to be... There's nothing there. You've got to be kidding me, man. Hold on, let me 1 minute trick. The Wild Boar grind here in Tornasheen using the feeder method. This grind is so simple to set up. Now there is quite a bit of explaining that goes into it, so I'm going to leave that to my Tornasheen Wild Boar Great One guide. Should be my most recent Great One guide on YouTube as of posting this video. And after I upload this video, I am going to be redoing pretty much all of my Great One guides here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, starting with whitetail, as there is a new whitetail deer method that makes the grind relatively easy. This grind has been so much fun for me. The boar are so easy to shoot, they pretty much drop every single time the 300 mag bullet touches one. I have 2 Great One wild boars so far, the fabled smolder, I think it's how you say it, smolder maybe, and the fabled brindle, and I'm currently grinding for a very special wild boar Great One to say the least. Can't say much more than that. Some of you guys might already have an idea of what's going on here, other people might not. No worries, you'll find out as soon as he spawns. But yeah, this grind is number 1, undoubtedly. In my personal opinion, I find it to be easier than the pheasant grind. It might take a little bit longer to set up, but in the sense of shooting, you can shoot way more per hour than you can with pheasants. I find myself missing pheasants quite a bit. The boar are literally great big fat pigs. I mean, they're really easy to shoot, especially if you got your gun paired up with a good scope like the Odin, which you can find in the Scopes and Crosshairs DLC. And a lot of the zones are almost perfectly set up, because with the feeder method, you get to pick and choose exactly where you want your zones to be, thus allowing you to set up at exactly perfect zero distance, which for me, I love the 150 meter distance, makes shooting them super easy as you can see, and you can just shoot so many per hour that the grind becomes an absolute blast. Not to mention, I mean, new map, new scenery, so beautiful, probably the best map in the entire game. Even just for running and gunning, Scotland is such a beautiful map, so many animals, and it has the lowest population of wild boar out of any map in the game that has wild boar on it, therefore making things like herd management really easy, even though that herd management is definitely not required for this grind and I haven't even considered it once. But hey, if you guys did in fact enjoy today's upload, please let me know down below by hitting the like button, as it is very much appreciated and it does get the guide pushed to more people just like yourself. If you do have any questions, please let me know down below in the comment section. I do reply to pretty much everybody's comment, so yeah, definitely leave a comment down below. As always, my name is Squid, you guys are watching Squidster Outdoors, and we'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.